like it was planned, like the world slowed down when we touched. We didn't need to say a word, silence felt like enough. I still remember the way you smiled, like nothing bad could reach us there. I didn't know those moments when we're already learning how to disappear. Love felt easy when it was new. I never thought it could lose you. I still choose you, even knowing how this ends. I'd still fall for every moment, every break and every bend. If loving you is what broke me, I don't wish I loved less. I'd still choose you, even with the heartbreak. We danced in kitchens late at night, barefoot dreams, half asleep. You said forever like a promise. I held it way too deep. I saw the cracks but called them fate. Thought love just needed time. I didn't know holding on this tight could still mean saying goodbye. Some hearts love without defense and pay for it in the end. I'd still choose you, even if it cost me this, even if forever fades into something I can't fix. I'd rather hurt than never know what it meant to feel like this. I'd still choose you, even with the heartbreak. Maybe we were right too soon, maybe timing pulled us apart. But you don't forget a love that taught your heart how to start. I'd still choose you if I had one more chance. I'd still fall just as deeply, still believe in romance. If loving you was the risk I took, I don't regret the mess. I'd still choose you, even with the heartbreak. Some love stories don't last forever, they last in the heart. Planned our lives in quiet ways, late night talks, reckless faith. Your laughter filled the empty rooms, made the dark feel less like doom. I held your heart like it was safe, didn't know love could slip away. We were so sure, so it seemed, living inside unfinished a single tear. Loving you this way, we almost had forever. That's why it hurts today. Your name still sounds like home to me, even now, in memories. We learned each other's broken parts, promised we'd be brave, not scared. I stayed when things got hard to face. You found a different kind of escape. I thought love meant holding on, not learning how to move along. We almost had forever, almost made it through. I still see the life we planned every time I think of you. If love was measured by how deep, by how much we gave away, we almost had forever in every single way. Maybe timing wasn't kind, maybe love just wasn't enough, but some hearts break beautifully because they truly love. We almost had forever, and I'll carry that with me. Not the ending, not the loss, but who you helped me be. If I had one wish to say, one truth I'd never sever, I loved you like forever, even when we couldn't be together. Some loves don't end, they just live in almost. Ever I'll lay like I used to do. I won't tell you all the things I meant. I let the world believe I'm fine, even if part of me still lives. In the way you said my name at night, like I was something you could keep. I didn't know loving you this deep would teach my heart how not to speak. I learned that love doesn't always leave, sometimes it just stays unseen. So I love you quietly, from a distance you'll never know. I won't ask you to come back to me, I'll just let the feeling go slow. If my heart still beats in your key, I'll carry it silently. I love you quietly. I still smile when I hear your song, still hope you're doing okay. I don't need you to miss me now, I just need the pain to fade. You gave me something beautiful, even if it couldn't last. Some love stories don't end in fire, they just become the past. I won't rewrite what we were, even if it still hurts. So I love you quietly, not something to mourn. If loving you is part of me, I'll wear it peacefully. I'll love you quietly. Maybe someday love won't ache like this. Maybe missing you won't sting. But you were real, and you were mine, and that still means everything. I love you quietly, not to hold you, not to stay, just to honor what we had and let it drift away. If our forever couldn't be, I'll still love you honestly. I'll love you quietly. Some love doesn't need to be loud to last forever. Watched you drift and said nothing, afraid my truth would make you run. I smiled through nights that broke me, pretended I was strong enough. I learned your moods, your quiet pain, put mine aside so you'd feel safe. I didn't know loving you this way would leave my heart in pieces misplaced. I gave you space when I needed you most, called it love but it felt like a loss. I loved you more than you knew, more than I ever showed. I hid my hurt to protect you, carry the weight alone. You thought my heart was steady and true, but it was breaking just to keep loving you. I loved you more than you knew. You said you felt like something was missing. I felt it too, just didn't speak. I thought if I loved a little harder, you'd finally stay with me. I kept choosing you every day while you were learning how to walk away. I didn't realize love could hurt this deep when only one heart dares to bleed. I would have fought if you asked me to, but you were already halfway through. I loved you more than you knew, more than you'll ever see. I stayed quiet when I was hurting, so you wouldn't feel guilty. You left believing I'd be okay, but some love doesn't fade that way. I loved you more than you knew. Maybe love isn't always fair, maybe it's not always loud. Sometimes it lives in sacrifice and tears you don't cry out loud. I loved you more than you knew, and that's the truth I live with now. I don't regret a single tear or loving you without a sound. If loving you meant losing me, I'd still do it honestly. I loved you more than you knew. Some hearts don't break from being left, They break from loving quietly. The room still looks the same, but it doesn't feel like mine. Your absence has a way that time refuses to lighten. I still reach for you at night, like habit forgot you're gone. My heart keeps breaking every morning when it realizes you won't come back home. They say love ends, but no one said it keeps breathing after death. I'm still here without you, and I don't know how to be. You took the best parts of my life and left the rest with me. I smile so they don't ask the truth. I lie and say I'm fine, but every breath I take still hurts. I'm still here without you. Your name lives in my silence, in every word I don't say. I replay our last goodbye, wondering what I could have changed. You look happy in my memories, that's what kills me the most. I lost you, but you found peace, and I'm the only ghost. You moved on like I was strong, but loving you is what went wrong. I'm still here without you, learning how to survive. You were my reason to wake up, now I just open my eyes. They say someday this won't hurt as bad, but tonight it's killing me. You gotta leave and feel okay. I'm still here without you. Maybe love isn't meant to last, maybe it's meant to scar. Some people leave with half a heart, some are left with all the pain, and missing you is the price I pay for loving you this deep. Then I'll pay it every night. I can't fall asleep, I'm still here without you, and that's the cruelest truth. The world keeps spinning like nothing changed, but everything did for me and you. If loving you was my mistake, it's one I'll never undo. You're gone, you're healing, you're okay, I'm still with you wrong. Some people survive the goodbye, some people have to live in it. I wake up every day the same, staring at the scene, saying your name. The mirror shows a stranger now, with tired eyes and a quiet frown. I wear your memory like a bruise, it hurts the most when nothing moves. I used to know who I was before, now I don't feel like me anymore. They say I'll find myself again, but they don't know where I've been. I don't feel like me anymore. me's gone. You took the parts I love the most. I don't feel like me anymore. The truth that hurts the most. I don't feel like me anymore. I feel like someone you forgot. You moved on like it was easy. I stayed stuck in what we were not. I try to be who I was before, but she doesn't exist at all. You're left with half of who anymore. Maybe love shouldn't cost your soul. Maybe hearts are meant to be whole. I don't miss just you, it's true. I miss who I was when I loved you. I don't feel like me anymore, but I'm trying to survive the change. Trying to remember my own name without hearing yours in the same breath. Like me anymore. Some people lose a love. Some people lose themselves. I don't cry like I used to. That scares me the most. The pain didn't leave me. It learned how to go numb. I wake up and exist. That's the best I can do. I'm not living, I'm breathing, and breathing feels useless without you. They say it gets better with time, but time just taught me how to survive. I learned how to live without a heart after you tore mine apart. I still walk, I still talk, but nothing feels real anymore. You left and took my life, left me here with the dark. I didn't die when you walked away. I learned how to live without a heart. I see my smiling reflection, but it doesn't belong to me. It's something I wear for others, so they don't ask what I feel. I stopped dreaming about tomorrow, stop wishing you'd come back. Hope hurts worse than loneliness, so I buried it where we used to laugh. I loved you until there was nothing left. Now emptiness is all I have. I learned how to live without a heart, without warmth, without belief. You moved on it's just a lie we chase. Maybe some people are lessons written in permanent pain. If I had known this was the cost, I still would have paid it all. Because loving you was the only time I ever felt anything at all. I learned how to live without a heart, but I wouldn't call this living. It's just days stacked on top of days, with nothing worth forgiving. You found peace, you found yourself. I found a way to stay away. I didn't heal, I didn't move on. I learned how to break. Some people survive heartbreak, others learn how to disappear. I stayed when your voice went cold, when your eyes stopped looking for mine. I told myself love just changes, didn't know it was dying in real time. I kept fixing what you wouldn't break, calling it hope, calling it faith. You were already halfway gone, I was still holding on. I stayed until it hurt, until hurting felt normal. I loved you past the warning signs, past the point of survival. You let go when it got hard, I stayed and paid the cost. I didn't lose you suddenly, I stayed until I was lost. I watched you stop choosing me and blame myself instead. I replayed every moment, looking for words I never said. You left with peace, I stayed with scars. That's how I know we love different parts. You left when you felt free, I stayed because you were everything to me. I stayed until it hurt, until love felt like pain. I kept hoping you come back, you kept walking away. I held on to who we were, you held on to what you lost. I didn't lose you suddenly, I stayed until I was lost. Some people leave to save themselves, some people stay and lose themselves. The nights feel longer than they should. I talk to walls like I used to talk to you. Your name still lives inside my chest, like something I can't remove. I make my bed on your side, still out of habit, not belief. It's strange how love can leave a place, but never really leave me. They say loneliness fades with time, but time just taught it how to stay. I'm learning how to be alone, and I hate every part of it. I miss having someone to hold, someone who knew my worst. You found peace in someone new. I'm still learning how to breathe. I'm learning how to be alone, and it's killing me. I don't check your page anymore, but I still think about you. I stopped asking why you left, but the pain still comes through. I tell myself this is growing, that breaking is how I heal. But healing feels a lot like losing everything that felt real. Stronger now, they say it's true, but strength doesn't feel like you. I'm learning how to be alone, without your voice at night, without the future we planned, without knowing I'd be alright. I keep moving, I don't stop, but my heart moves differently. I'm learning how to be alone, slowly, painfully. Some people leave your life and teach you how empty it can feel. The world still moves, the lights still glow, but nothing feels the way I know. I laugh on cue, I say I'm fine, but joy feels borrowed, never mind. I walk the streets we used to be. Now every step remembers me. They say time heals what love destroyed, but time just made the pain more void. Nothing feels like before, before you loved me and left, before my heart learned how to break, before I lost myself. I try to open every door, but all they lead to is regret. Nothing feels like before. I don't miss you the way I did. I miss who I was when I did. I miss believing love was safe, not something fragile, something that fades. You healed by walking away. I stayed where memories decay. I carry us like it's my fault, like loving you was the wrong call. Nothing feels like before, before the silence learned my name, before every song felt heavier, before nights felt the same. I smile like something vital has been lost. Nothing feels like before. Maybe this is how love ends, not in fire, not in screams, just a quiet loss of color in everything I see. Nothing feels like before, and maybe it never will. But I'll learn how to live with less, with a quieter kind of will. You were the line between my past and now, between who I was and who I am. Nothing feels like before, and that's the hardest part to accept. Some love doesn't break your heart, it changes it forever. You came into my life already hurting. I mistook that for death. You warned me you were broken. I thought love could handle the rest. I held your scars like promises, like they wouldn't bleed on me. I didn't know saving you meant slowly losing me. I called it passion, called it fate, ignored the cracks, embraced the ache. Love started with pain, but I stayed anyway. I thought suffering meant something, thought love was meant to break. You healed by leaning on my heart, I broke trying to make you stay. Love started with pain and ended the same. You loved me only when it was easy, pulled away when it got real. I carried the weight of both our fears. You never learned how to feel. I fought for us in silence. You escaped when things got loud. I kept believing in forever. You just wanted relief right now. I begged my heart to hold the line, but love shouldn't hurt all the time. Oh, love started with pain, with tears I couldn't explain. I gave you everything I had. You gave me doubt and blame. You said this was how love feels, but love shouldn't leave scars this deep. Love started with pain and stayed that way with me. Maybe I loved you too much. Maybe you never loved enough. Some hearts are safe to fall into, some only teach you how to suffer. Love started with pain, but I don't regret the truth. I learned what love shouldn't be. by losing myself in you. I'll find something softer someday, something that doesn't feel the same. Because love started with pain, but it doesn't have to stay. Not every heartbreak is a loss, some are a warning. You didn't promise us forever, you just never said goodbye. I filled in all the silence, told myself the man I mattered in your life. I loved you in the in-between, in the days you barely tried. I thought staying close to you was better than watching you walk out of my life. I mistook your comfort for love, and your presence for enough. I was never what you stayed for, just something you held on to. I was there when you were lonely, but invisible when you were strong. You kept me close so you wouldn't feel alone, but you never planned to call me home. I was never what you stayed for. I defended you when it hurt me, told myself love's supposed to hate. I waited for you to choose me, while you decided what you could take. You loved me in pieces, only when it didn't cost you much. I gave you my whole heart, you gave me half a touch. I kept hoping never would change your mind, but love doesn't grow where it's only one-sided. I was never what you stayed for, I was just easy to keep. You leaned on me when you were broken, then left when you could finally breathe. I stayed loyal to what we were, you stayed for convenience. I was never what you stayed for. Maybe I wasn't too much, maybe I was just too real. Some people don't want love, they just want something to feel. I was never what you stayed for, and that truth still breaks my chest. Not that you didn't love me, but that you loved me less. I lost myself trying to be enough for someone who never planned to stay. I was never what you stayed for, I was just there along the way. Some heartbreaks don't come from being left, they come from realizing you were never chosen at all. to breathe. You loved me when you needed comfort, but never when I needed the same relief. I was your pause between heartbreaks, your place to land, not to stay. I didn't know I was temporary until you stopped looking my way. I thought patience meant devotion. I didn't know it meant waiting to be replaced. You loved me when it was convenient, when loving me didn't cost you much. You stayed as long as I made it easy, as long as I didn't ask for love. I gave you a heart that was permanent. You gave me moments to fade. You didn't leave because you stopped loving me. You left because you never planned to stay. I ignored the way you never chose me, only agreed when I chose you first. I called it balance, called it timing, but deep down I knew it hurt. You spoke in maybes and almost. I heard them as hope instead. I kept rewriting your indifference as love I hadn't earned yet. I thought if I loved you gently enough, you stopped treating me like an option. You loved me when it was convenient, when I filled a space in your life. But when love asked for commitment, you quietly said goodbye. I was there for your worst days. You disappeared from mine. You didn't break me with cruelty. You broke me with timing and lies. Maybe I wasn't too emotional. Maybe I just felt everything alone. Some people don't want a partner, they just want someone to come home to. Until they don't. You love me when it was convenient, and I loved you like it was forever. That's the part I can't forgive, not the leaving, but the pretending. I lost myself trying to be enough for someone who never chose me. You didn't just take my love, you took my sense of worth with you. Some wounds don't come from being abandoned, they come from realizing you were never truly wanted. You loved me, you were empty when the nights were too quiet to breathe. You loved me when you needed comfort, but never when I needed the same relief. I was your pause between heartbreak, a chase to land, not to see. But I was away until you stopped looking my way. I thought patience meant devotion. I didn't know it meant waiting to be replaced. You loved me when it was convenient, when loving me didn't stayed as long as I made it easy, as long as I didn't ask for love. I gave you a heart that was permanent. You gave me moments that fade. You didn't leave because you stopped loving me. You left because you never planned to stay. You never planned to stay. I ignored the way you never chose me, only agreed when I chose you first. I called it balance, called it timing, but deep down I knew it hurt. You spoke in maybes and almost. I heard them as hope instead. I kept rewriting your indifference, this love I hadn't learned yet. I thought if I loved you gently enough, you'd stop treating me like an option. You loved me when it was convenient, when I filled a space in your life. But when love asked for commitment, you quietly said goodbye. I was there for your worst days. You disappeared from mine. You didn't break me with cruelty. You broke me with timing and lies. Maybe I wasn't too emotional. Maybe I just felt everything alone. Some people don't want a partner, they just want someone to come home to until they don't. You loved me when it was convenient, and I loved you like it was forever. That's the part I can't forgive. Not the leaving, but the pretending I lost myself, trying to be enough for someone who never chose me. You didn't just take my love, you took my sense of worth with you. Some wounds don't come from being abandoned, they come from realizing you were never truly wanted. You said you cared but never stayed, only showed up halfway. I learned to read your silences like excuses dressed as faith. I loved you out loud without defense. You loved me with an exit plan. I was building something real, you were just passing through my hands. I kept hoping you lean in close, but you always loved with one foot out the door. I was only half loved, but I gave you everything. I made room for all your doubts, you never made room for me. I stayed when it got heavy, you left when it got real. I was only half loved, and I felt all of it. You said you weren't ready yet, I said I'd wait my turn. I kept forgiving distance, calling absence lessons learned. I watched you choose yourself each time, while I chose us instead. I don't blame you for leaving, I blame me for staying when you never fully did. I confuse your comfort with care and your closeness with love. I was only half loved, but I loved you whole. I held on to every promise, even when you let them go. You took what you needed from me and said you couldn't stay. I was only half loved, and that broke me in a deeper way. Maybe love shouldn't feel uneven, like something you have to earn. Maybe being chosen halfway hurts more than being led. I was only half loved, and I won't forget that pain. Not because you didn't care, but because you cared just enough to stay. I'll heal, but part of me still knows what it feels like to be almost enough. I was only half loved. Some heartbreaks come from being led. This one came from being cared. Only halfway. You held me like a habit, like something you could lose. I felt it in your pauses, in the way you never choose. I stayed inside your maybe, built a future in between. You were passing time with me, I was begging to be seen. I gave you certainty, you gave me doubt dressed as honesty. I was loved on borrowed time, while I gave you all of mine. You stayed just long enough to keep me hoping you were mine. I called it love, you called it space. I stayed while you delayed. Hey, I was loved on borrowed time, and I paid the price. You never said forever, but you never said goodbye. So I filled in all the silence, told myself you tried. I made excuses for your distance, called your absence being scared. I was fighting for a place you never planned to share. I would have walked if you were clear, but hope kept whispering in my ear. I was loved on borrowed time, temporary in your life. I was real, I was ready, you were never on my side. You left without a warning sign, like this was always fate. I was loved on borrowed time, and you walked away. loved on borrowed time, and I won't forget the cost. Not that you didn't feel something, but that I felt it more. Some people don't break your heart by leaving, they break it by never arriving. There was almost always me calling first, almost always me fixing what hurt. I carried the weight you never saw, called it love, ignored the cause. You said my name like it mattered, but never like you were afraid to lose me. I kept hoping ever would change your heart, but ever can't replace intention. It was almost always me, fighting for us alone. I showed up with everything, you showed up when you fell low. I loved you like a promise, you love me like a pause. It was almost always me, and that's what broke my heart. Stayed as long as it was easy, left when love asked for more. I learned how to be patient, you learned how to ignore. I gave you room to grow inside me, you grew away instead. I kept believing in what we were, you believed in what was next. I mistook your closeness for care, and in your silence for staying. It was almost always me, choosing you every time. I've been until I nearly broke, you never crossed the line. I asked for honesty, you asked me not to ask. It was almost always me. Ooh. Loving through the cracks. Maybe love shouldn't feel like effort, like something you have to prove. Maybe being chosen halfway hurts worse than being left by. It was almost always me, and I finally see it now. Not that you didn't care at all, you just didn't care enough. I'll heal from loving alone, from giving endlessly. It was almost always me, but it won't be anymore. Some hearts don't break all at once, they break slowly. from being the only one trying. You held my hand but not my heart. You stayed close but kept your start. Somewhere else, some other place I couldn't reach, I couldn't change. I learned to love what I was given, even when it felt unfinished. You never lied, you just never chose, and I ignored what that exposed. I was never really yours, just something safe you kept. I loved you like a certainty. You loved me with regret. I built my world around your name. You kept one foot out the door. I was never really yours. You came to me when nights were heavy, left when things felt clear. I stayed consistent, stayed too ready. You only stayed when I was near. I called your distance being scared. You called my love too aware. I kept shrinking to make you stay. You kept waiting to walk away. I was never really yours, just a moment in between. I was real, I was ready. You were never fully seen. You took the parts that felt like home, left me with the ache alone. I was never really yours, yeah. Maybe love shouldn't feel conditional, like something you earn with pain. Maybe being half chosen is its own kind of shame. I was never really yours, and that truth still hurts to say. Not because you let me go, but because you stayed that way. I'll heal from loving halfway back, from giving more than I received. I was never really yours, but I believe some heartbreaks don't come from goodbye. They come from finally seeing the truth. You came into my life like a warning, soft voice, borrowed time. You said you weren't sure about anything. I said loving you was fine. I made room for your uncertainty, let it sleep beside my heart. I didn't know being understanding meant falling apart. I called your doubt being careful. You called my love too much. You loved me briefly, like I was never meant to stay. I gave you something permanent. You gave me moments that fade. I held on like it mattered. You held on until it didn't. You loved me briefly, and I felt all of it. You showed up when you needed comfort, left when things felt clear. I stayed consistent, stayed too open. You disappeared. I kept believing effort mattered, that time would change your mind. But love doesn't grow in hesitation, it just slowly dies. I was building something real, you were waiting for an exit. You loved me briefly, not enough to fight. You stayed as long as it was easy, left when love asked for more light. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate that I stayed the same. You loved me briefly, and I loved you like forever. Maybe love shouldn't feel temporary, like something you borrow and return. Maybe the saddest kind of heartbreak is loving someone who never learned. You love me briefly, and that's the truth I keep. Not that you didn't feel something, but that you didn't feel me. I'll heal from loving halfway back, from giving endlessly. You loved me briefly, and it broke me deeply. Some people don't stay long enough to hurt loudly. They hurt quietly and leave. You said you needed time to know. I said I'll wait, I didn't show how every day without your choice slowly silenced my own voice. I watched you hesitate and stall, while loving you cost me it all. I mistook waiting for devotion and your distance for deep emotion. I waited alone while you decided who to be. I built my life around your maybe, but you never built around me. I stayed ready, stayed open, stayed strong. beauty showed its cost. I was your place to rest and breathe, never the place you planned to keep. I called your silence being scared. You called my love, always there. I kept hoping love would grow, but love can't live where it's ignored. I waited alone, thinking patience meant something real. I gave you time, I gave you space. You gave me less each time I kneel. You found answers walking away. I found pain learning to stay. I waited alone. Maybe love shouldn't feel like pause, like standing still while time moves on. Maybe the hardest kind of loss is loving someone who never arrived. I waited alone, and I won't do that again. Not because I didn't love you, but because I loved you then. I'll heal from hoping quietly, from being almost chosen. I waited alone, and that was the loneliest part. Some people don't leave, they just never decide to stay. I watched you as I did again, like loving me was hard to say. You look for answers everywhere, set my way. I stayed calm so you wouldn't leave. Learn how to need less every day. I didn't know shrinking this much was the price I'd pay. You never pushed me away, you just never pulled me close. I was chosen last always, even when I was right there. You said you cared, but not enough to choose me with a wild fear. I gave you certainty and trust, you gave me doubt to hold. I was chosen last always, and it made me feel disposable. You came to me when things fell apart, left when they felt okay. I was your safe in between place, never the place you stay. I kept believing effort mattered, that love would finally win. But you don't fight for something you never planned to keep. I confuse being patient with being ignored. I was chosen last always, like I was easy to replace. You love me only when it fit the shape of your day. I stay loyal to what we were, you stay loyal to escape. I was chosen last always, and I stayed anyway. was chosen last always, and now I finally see. Not that you didn't care at all, you just didn't care for me. I heal from love inside, leading from hoping you decide. I was chosen last always, and that's where I lost myself. Some hearts don't break loudly, they fade from being overlooked. You kept me close, but never close enough. Like I was something you could almost love. I learned your moods, your silent day, adjusted myself in quiet way. I was careful not to ask for more, afraid you'd walk right out the door. I live between your yes and no, in all the places love won't grow. We were almost, but never. Everything I hoped we'd be, I gave you all of me forever. You gave me uncertainty, I stayed believing you decide. You stayed just long enough to try. We were almost, but never. You said my name like it was safe, but never like you'd fight to stay. I was your calm, your in-between, not the life you chose to lead. I waited for you to be sure, while slowly losing what was pure. I called it love, I called it fate, but love shouldn't hesitate. But never. Something solid, something true. I built a future in my head. You kept your options open too. You left without a final line, because you never crossed the line. We were almost, but never. Maybe love isn't meant to beg or wait for someone to choose. Maybe the hardest kind of pain is loving someone who never moves. We were almost, but never. And that's what hurts the most. Not that I lost you in the end, but that I lived on almost. I'll heal from loving halfway back, from dreaming what you couldn't be. We were almost, but never. And that's a part that stays with me. Some love stories don't end, they just never begin. hand fit mine like it was planned. Like the world slowed down when we touched. We didn't need to say a word. Silence felt like enough. I still remember the way you smiled, like nothing back could reach us there. I didn't know those moments were already learning how to disappear. Love felt easy when it was new. I never thought it could lose you. I still choose you, even knowing how this ends. I still fall for every moment, every break and every bend. If loving you is what broke me, I don't wish I loved less. I still choose you, even with the heartbreak. We danced in kitchens late at night, barefoot dreams half asleep. You said forever like a promise. I held it way too deep. I saw the cracks but called them fate. Thought love just needed time. I didn't know holding on this tight could still mean saying goodbye. Some hearts love without defense and pay for it in the end. I'd still choose you, even if it cost me this. Even if forever fades into something I can't fix. I'd rather hurt than never know what it meant to feel like this. I'd still choose you, even with the heartbreak. Maybe we were right too soon. Maybe timing pulled us apart. But you don't forget a love that taught your heart how to start. I'd still choose you if I had one more chance. I'd still fall just as deeply, still believe in romance. If loving you was the risk I took, I don't regret the mess. I'd still choose you, even with the stories don't last forever. They last in the heart. We planned our lives in quiet ways, late night talks, reckless faith. Your laughter filled the empty room, made the dark feel less like doom. I held your heart like it was safe. Didn't know love could slip away. We were so sure, so it seemed, living inside unfinished dreams. We almost had forever, almost beat the odds. We were more than just a moment. We were everything we got. hurts today. Your name still sounds like home to me, even now, in memories. We learned each other's broken parts. Oh, promised we'd be brave, not scared. I stayed when things got hard to face. You found a different kind of escape. I thought love meant holding on, now learning how to move along. We almost had forever, almost made it through. I still see the life we planned, and every time I think of you, if love was measured by how deep, by how much we gave away, we almost had forever. In every single way. Maybe timing wasn't kind, maybe love just wasn't enough, but some hearts break beautifully because they truly love. We almost had forever, and I'll carry that with me. Not the ending, not the loss, but who you helped me be. If I had one wish to say, one truth I'd never sever, I loved you like forever, even when we couldn't be together. Some loves don't end, they just live in almost. I won't call late like I used to do. Won't tell you all the things I miss. I'll let the world believe I'm fine, even if part of me still lies in the way you said my name at night, like I was something you could keep. I didn't know loving you this deep would teach my heart how not to speak. I learned that love didn't always leave. Sometimes it just stays unseen. So I'll love you quietly, from a distance you'll never know. I won't ask you to come back to me, I'll just let the feeling go slow. If my heart still beats in your key, I'll carry it silently. I'll love you quietly. I still smile when I hear your song, still hope you're doing okay. I don't need you to miss me now, I just need the pain to fade. You gave me something beautiful, even even if it couldn't last. Some love stories don't end in fire, they just become the past. I won't rewrite what we were, even if it still hurts. So I'll love you quietly, without asking for more. I'll keep your memory gentle, not something to mourn. If loving you is part of me, I'll wear it peacefully. I'll love you quietly. Maybe someday love won't ache like this. Maybe missing you won't sting. But you were real and you were mine, and that still means everything. I'll love you quietly, not to hold you, not to stay, just to honor what we had and let it drift away. If I forever couldn't be, I'll still love you honestly. I'll love you quietly. Some love doesn't need to be loud to last forever. I watched you drift and said nothing, afraid my truth would make you run. I smiled through nights that broke me, pretended I was strong enough. I learned your mood, your quiet pain, put mine aside so you feel safe. I didn't know loving you this way would leave my heart in pieces, misplaced. I gave you space when I needed you most, called it love, but it felt like love. I loved you more than you knew, more than I ever showed. I hid my hurt to protect you, carried the weight alone. You thought my heart was steady and true, but it was breaking just to keep loving you. I loved you more than you knew. You said you felt like something was missing. I felt it too, just didn't speak. I thought if I loved a little harder, you'd finally stay with me. I kept choosing you every day while you were learning how to walk away. I didn't realize love could hurt this deep, when only one heart dares to bleed. I would have fought if you asked me to, but you were already halfway through. I loved you more than you knew, more than you'll ever see. I stayed quiet when I was hurting, so you wouldn't feel guilty. You left believing I'd be okay, but some love doesn't fade that way. I loved you more than you knew. Maybe love isn't always fair, maybe it's not always loud. Sometimes it lives in sacrifice and tears you don't cry out loud. I loved you more than you knew, and that's the truth I live with now. I don't regret a single tear, or loving you without a sound. If loving you meant losing me, break from being left. They break from loving quietly. The room still looks the same, but it doesn't, like mine. Your absence hides away. The time refuses to light, and I still reach for you at night. Like habit, forget you're gone. My heart keeps breaking every morning when it realizes you won't come back home. They say love ends, but no one said it keeps breathing after death. I'm still here without you, and I don't know how to be. You took the best parts of my life and left the rest with me. I smile so they don't ask the truth. I lie and say I'm fine, but every breath I take still hurts. I'm still here without you. Your name lives in my silence, and every word I don't say. I replay our last goodbye, wondering what I could have changed. You look happy in my memories, that's what kills me the most. I lost you, but you found peace, and I'm the only ghost. You moved on like I was strong, but loving you is what went wrong. I'm still here without you, learning how to survive. You were my reason to wake up. Now I just open my eyes. They say someday this won't hurt as bad, but tonight it's killing me. You gotta leave and feel okay. I'm still here without you. Maybe love isn't meant to last. Maybe it's meant to scar. Some people leave with half a heart. Some are left with all the pain, and missing you is the price I pay for loving you this deep. Then I'll pay it every night. I can't fall asleep. I'm still here without you, and that's the cruelest truth. The world keeps spinning like nothing changed, but everything did for me and you. If loving you was my mistake, it's one I'll never undo. You're gone, you're healing, you're okay. I'm still here without you. Some people survive the goodbye. Some people have to live in it. I wake up every day the same, staring at the ceiling, saying your name. The mirror shows a stranger now, with tired eyes and a quiet frown. I wear your memory like a bruise. It hurts the most when nothing moves. I used to know who I was before. Now I don't feel like me anymore. They say I'll find myself again, but they don't know where I've been. I don't feel like me anymore. Ever since you walked away, I lost myself loving you, and I don't know how to stay. I smile, I talk, I breathe somehow, but something inside me is gone. You took the parts I love the most. I don't feel like me anymore. I replay every word you said, every promise still in my head. I wonder if you ever knew how much of me was built on you. I gave my heart without a guard, didn't know love could hit this hard. You found peace in letting go. I'm still here, stuck below. You healed faster than I broke, and that's the truth that hurts the most. I don't feel like me anymore. I feel like someone you forgot. You moved on like it was easy. I stay stuck in what we were not. I try to be who I was before, but she doesn't exist at all. You're left with half of who I am. I don't feel like me anymore. Maybe love shouldn't cost your soul. Maybe hearts aren't meant to be whole. I don't miss just you, it's true. I miss who I was when I loved you. I don't feel like me anymore, but I'm trying to survive the change. Try to remember my own name without hearing yours in the same breath. If I ever find myself again, it'll be someone new, someone torn, because loving you changed everything. I don't feel like me anymore. I don't feel like me anymore. Some people lose a love. Some people lose themselves. I don't cry like I used to. That scares me the most. The pain didn't leave me, it learned how to go numb. I wake up and exist, that's the best I can do. I'm not living, I'm breathing and breathing. Feel useless without you. They say it gets better with time, but time just taught me how to survive. I learned how to live without a heart after you tore mine apart. I still walk, I still talk, but nothing feels real anymore. You left and took my light, left me here with the dark. I didn't die when you walked away. I learned how to live without a I see my smile in reflection, but it doesn't belong to me. It's something I wear for others, so they don't ask what I feel. I stopped dreaming about tomorrow, stopped wishing you'd come back. Hope hurts worse than loneliness, so I buried it where we used to laugh. I loved you until there was nothing left. Now emptiness is all I have. I learned how to live without a heart, without warmth, without belief. You moved on like I was nothing. I stay becoming grief. I don't miss who you are now, I miss who I used to be. You didn't just leave my life, you erased me. Maybe love isn't beautiful, maybe it's just a lie we chase. Maybe some people are lessons written in permanent pain. If I had known this was the cost, I still would have paid it all, because loving you was the only time I ever felt anything at all. I learned how to live without a heart, but I wouldn't call this living. It's just days stacked on top of days, with nothing worth forgiving. You found peace, you found yourself, I found a way to stay away. I didn't heal, I didn't move on. I learned how to break. Some people survive heartbreak, others learn how to disappear. I stayed when your voice went cold, when your eyes stopped looking for mine. I told myself love just changes, didn't know it was dying in real time. I kicked in what you wouldn't break, calling it hope, calling it fate. You're already halfway gone, I was still holding on. I stayed until it hurt, until hurting felt normal. I loved you past the warning signs, past the point of survival. You let go when it got hard, I stayed and paid the cost. I didn't lose you suddenly, I stayed until I was lost. I watched you stop choosing me and blamed myself instead. I replayed every moment, looking for words I never said. You left with peace, I stayed with scars. That's how I know we love different parts. You left when you felt free, I stayed because you were everything to me. I stayed until it hurt and felt like pain. I kept hoping you'd come back, you kept walking away. I held on to who we were, you held on to what you lost. I didn't lose you suddenly, I stayed until people leave to save themselves. Some people stay and lose themselves. The world still moves, the lights still glow, but nothing feels the way I know. I laugh on cue, I say I'm fine, but joy feels borrowed, never mine. I walk the streets we used to be. Now every step remembers me. They say time heals what love destroyed, but time just made the pain more void. Nothing feels like before, before you loved me and left, before my heart learned how to break, before I lost myself. I try to open every door, but all they lead to is regret. Nothing feels like before. I don't miss you the way I did. I miss who I was when I did. I miss believing love was safe, not something fragile, something that fades. You healed by walking away. I stayed where memories decay. Carry us like it's my fault, like loving you was the wrong call. Nothing feels like before, before the silence learned my name, before every song felt heavier, before nights felt the same. I smile, but it feels forced, like something vital has been lost. Nothing feels like before. Maybe this is how love ends, not in fire, not in screams, just a quiet loss of color in everything I see. Nothing feels like before, and maybe it never will, but I learned how to live with less, with a quieter kind of will. You were the line between my past and now, between who I was and who I am. Nothing feels like before, and that's the hardest part to accept. Some love doesn't break your heart, it changes it forever. The nights feel longer than they should. I talk to walls like I used to talk to you. Your name still lives inside my chest, like something I can't remove. I make my bed on your side still, out of heaven I believe. It's strange how love can leave a place, but never really leave me. They say loneliness fades with time, but time just taught it how to stay. I'm learning how to be alone, and I hate every part of it. I miss having someone to hold, someone who knew my worst. You found peace in someone new. I'm still learning how to breathe. I'm learning how to be alone, and it's killing me. I don't check your page anymore, but I still think about you. I stopped asking why you left, but the pain still comes through. I tell myself this is growing, that breaking is how I heal, but healing feels a lot like losing everything that felt real. I'm stronger now, they say it's true, but strength doesn't feel like you. I'm learning how to be alone, without your voice and without the future we plan, without knowing I'd be alright. I keep moving, I don't stop, but my heart moves differently. I'm learning how to be alone, slowly, painfully. Some people leave your life and teach you how empty it can feel. You came into my life already hurting. I mistook that for death. You warned me you were broken. I thought love could handle the rest. I held your scars like promises, like they wouldn't bleed on me. I didn't know saving you meant slowly losing me. I call it passion, call it fate. Ignore the cracks, embrace the ache. Love started with pain, but I stayed anyway. I thought suffering meant something, thought love was meant to break. You healed by leaning on my heart. I broke trying to make you stay. Love started with pain and ended the same. You loved me only when it was easy, pulled away when it got real. I carried the weight of both our fears. You never learned how to feel. I fought for us in silence. You escaped when things got loud. I kept believing in forever. You just wanted relief right now. I begged my heart to hold the line, but love shouldn't hurt all the time. Love started with pain, with tears I couldn't explain. I gave you everything I had. You gave me doubt and blame. You said this was how love feels, but love shouldn't leave scars this deep. Love started with pain. hearts are safe to fall into. Some only teach you how to suffer. Love started with pain, but I don't regret the truth. I learned what love shouldn't be by losing myself in you. I'll find something softer someday, something that doesn't feel the same, because love started with pain, but it doesn't have to stay. Not every heartbreak is a loss, some are a warning. You didn't promise forever, you just never said goodbye. I filled in all the silence. I told myself that man I mattered in your life. I loved you in the in-between, in the days you barely tried. I thought staying close to you was better than watching you walk out of my life. I mistook your comfort for love, and your presence for now. I was never what you stayed for, just something you held on to. I was there when you were lonely, but invisible when you were strong. You kept me close so you wouldn't feel alone, but you never planned to call me home. I was never what you stayed for. I defended you when it hurt me, told myself love's supposed to ache. I waited for you to choose me, while you decided what you could take. You loved me in pieces, only when it didn't cost you much. I gave you my whole heart, you gave me half a touch. I kept hoping effort would change your mind, but love doesn't grow where it's only one-sided. I was never what you stayed for, I was just easy to keep. You leaned on me when you were broken, then left when you could finally breathe. I stayed loyal to what we were, you stayed for convenience. I was never what you stayed for. Maybe I wasn't too much, maybe I was just too real. Some people don't want love, they just want something to feel. I was never what you stayed for, and the truth still breaks my chest. Not that you didn't love me, but that you loved me less. I lost myself trying to be enough for someone who never planned to stay. I was never what you stayed for, I was just there along the way. Some heartbreaks don't come from being left, they come from realizing you were never chosen at all. loved me when you were empty, when the nights were too quiet to breathe. You loved me when you needed comfort, but never when I needed the same relief. I was your pause between heartbreaks, your place to land, not to stay. I didn't know I was temporary until you stopped looking my way. I thought patience meant devotion. I didn't know it meant waiting to be replaced. You loved me when it was convenient, when loving me didn't cost you much. You stayed as long as I made it easy, as long as I didn't ask for love. I gave you a heart that was permanent. You gave me moments that fade. You didn't leave because you stopped loving me. You left because you never planned to stay. I ignored the way you never chose me, only agreed when I chose you first. I called it balance, called it timing, but deep down I knew it hurt. You spoke in maybes and almost. I heard the mass hope instead. I kept rewriting your indifference as love I hadn't earned yet. I thought if I loved you gently enough, you stopped treating me like an option. You loved me when it was convenient, when I filled a space in your life. But when love asked for commitment, you quietly said goodbye. I was there for your worst days. You disappeared from mine. You didn't break me with cruelty, you broke me with timing and lies. Maybe I wasn't too emotional, maybe I just felt everything alone. Some people don't want a partner, they just want someone to come home to. Until they don't. You loved me when it was convenient, and I loved you like it was forever. That's the part I can't forgive, not the leaving, but the pretending. I lost myself trying to be enough for someone who never chose me. You didn't just take my love, you took my sense of worth with you. Some wounds don't come from being abandoned, they come from realizing you were never truly wanted. You loved me when you were empty, when the nights were too quiet to breathe. You loved me when you needed comfort, but never when I needed the same relief. I was your pause between heartbreaks, your place to land, not to stay. I didn't know I was temporary until you stopped looking my way. I thought patience meant devotion. I didn't know it meant waiting to be replaced. You loved me when it was convenient, when loving me didn't cost you much. You stayed as long as I made it easy, as long as I didn't ask for love. I gave you a heart that was permanent. You gave me moments that fade. You didn't leave because you stopped loving me. You left because you never planned to stay. I ignored the way you never chose me. You only agreed when I chose you first. I called it balance, called it timing, but deep down I knew it hurt. You spoke in maybes and almost. I heard them as hope instead. I kept rewriting your indifference as love I hadn't earned yet. I thought if I loved you enough, you'd stop treating me like an option. You loved me when it was convenient, when I filled a space in your life. But when love asked for commitment, you quietly said goodbye. I was there for your worst days. You disappeared from mine. You didn't break me with cruelty. You broke me with time and lies. Maybe I wasn't too emotional. Maybe I just felt everything alone. Some people don't want a partner, they just want someone to come home to. Until they don't. You loved me when it was convenient, and I loved you like it was forever. That's the part I can't forgive. Not the leaving, but the pretending. I lost myself trying to be enough for someone who never chose me. You didn't just take my love, you took my sense of worth with you. From being abandoned, they come from realizing you were never truly wanted. You said you cared but never stayed, only showed up halfway. I learned to read your silences like excuses dressed as faith. I loved you out loud without defense. You loved me with an exit plan. I was building something real. You were just passing through my hands. I kept hoping you lean in close, but you always loved with one foot out the door. I was only half loved, but I gave you everything. I made room for all your doubts. You never made room for me. I stayed when it got heavy. You left when it got real. I was only half loved. and I failed all of it. You said you weren't ready yet. I said I'd wait my turn. I kept forgiving distance, calling absence lessons learned. I watched you choose yourself each time, while I chose us instead. I don't blame you for leaving, I blame you for staying when you never fully did. I confuse your comfort with care, and your closeness with love. I was only half loved, but I loved you whole. I held on to every promise, even when you let them go. You took what you needed from me, then said you couldn't stay. I was only half loved, and that broke me in a deeper way. Maybe love shouldn't feel uneven, like something you have to earn. Maybe being chosen halfway hurts more than being loved. I was only half loved, and I won't forget that pain. Not because you didn't care, but because you cared just enough to stay. I'll heal, but part of me still knows what it feels like to be almost enough. I was only half loved, but I gave you everything. I made room for all your doubts. You never made room for me. I was only half and some heartbreaks come from being left. This one came from being kept only halfway. You held me like a habit, like something you could lose. I felt it in your pauses, in the way you never choose. I stayed inside your maybe, built a future in between. You were passing time with me, I was begging to be seen. Yeah. I gave you certainty, you gave me doubt dressed as honesty. I was left on borrowed time, while I gave you all of mine. You stayed just long enough to keep me hoping you were mine. I called it love, you called it space. I stayed while you delayed. I was loved on borrowed time, and I paid the price. You never said forever, but you never said goodbye. So I filled in all the silence, told my myself you try. I made excuses for your distance, called your absence being scared. I was fighting for a place you never planned to share. I would've walked if you were clear, but hope kept whispering in my ear. I was loved on borrowed time, temporary in your life. I was real, I was ready, you were never on my side. You left without a warning sign, like this was always fate. I was loved on borrowed time, and you walked away. Hey, maybe love shouldn't feel like waiting, like proving you're enough. Maybe the saddest kind of heartbreak is being almost loved. I was loved on borrowed time, and I won't forget the cost. Not that you didn't feel something, but that I felt it more. I'll heal from what you couldn't give, from being almost chosen. I was loved on borrowed time, and now it's over. Some people don't break your heart by leaving, they break it by never arriving. It was almost always me calling first, almost always me fixing what hurt. I carried the weight you never saw, called it love, ignored the cost. You said my name like it mattered, but never like you were afraid to lose me. I kept hoping effort would change your heart, but effort can't replace intention. It was almost always me, fighting for us alone. I showed up with everything, you showed up when you felt low. I loved you like a promise, you loved me like a part. It was almost always me, and that's what broke my heart. You stayed as long as it was easy, left when love asked for more. I learned how to be patient, you learned how to ignore. I gave you room to grow inside me, you grew away instead. I kept believing in what we were, you believed in what was next. I mistook your closeness for care, and your silence for staying. It was almost always me, choosing you every time I bent until I nearly broke. You never crossed the line. I asked for honesty, you asked me not to ask. It was almost always me, loving through the cracks. you just didn't care enough. I'll heal from loving alone, from giving endlessly. It was almost always me, but it won't be anymore. Some hearts don't break all at once, they break slowly, from being the only one trying. You held my hand but not my heart. You stayed close but kept your start. Somewhere else, some other place I couldn't reach, I couldn't chase. I learned to love what I was given. You never went, you just never chose. And I ignored what that exposed. I was never really yours, just something safe you kept. I love you like a certainty, you love me with regret. I built my world around your name, you kept one foot out the door. I was never really yours. You came to me when nights were heavy, left when things felt clear. I stayed consistent, stayed too ready. You only stayed when I was near. I called you distance being scared, you called my love too away. I kept shrinking to make you stay, you kept waiting to walk away. I was never really yours, just a moment in between. I was real, I was ready, you were never fully seen. You took the parts that felt like home, left me with the ache alone. I was never really yours. Maybe love shouldn't feel conditional, like something you earn with pain. Maybe being half chosen is its own kind of shame. I was never really yours, and the truth still hurts to say. Not because you let me go, but because you stay that way. I'll heal from loving halfway back, from giving more than I received. I was never really yours, but I believe some heartbreaks don't come from goodbye, they come from finally seeing the truth. You came into my life like a warning, soft voice, borrowed time. You said you weren't sure about anything. I said loving you was fine. I made room for your uncertainty, let it sleep beside my heart. I didn't know being understanding meant falling apart. I called you down being careful. You called my love too much. You loved me briefly, like I was never meant to stay. I gave you something permanent. You gave me moments that fade. I held on like it mattered. You held on until it didn't. You loved me briefly, and I felt all of it. You showed up when you needed comfort, left when things felt clear. I stayed consistent, stayed too open. You disappeared. I kept believing effort mattered, that time would change your mind. But love doesn't grow in hesitation, it just slowly dies. I was building something real. You were waiting for an exit. You loved me briefly, not enough to fight. You stayed as long as it was easy, left when love asked for more light. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate that I stayed the same. You loved me briefly, and I loved you like forever. Maybe love shouldn't feel temporary, like something you borrow and return. Maybe the saddest kind of heartbreak is loving someone who never learns. You love me briefly, and that's the truth I keep. Not that you didn't feel something, but that you didn't feel me. I heal from loving halfway back, from giving endlessly. You loved me briefly, and it broke me deeply. Some people don't stay long enough to hurt loudly. They hurt quietly and leave. You said you needed time to know. I said I wait, I didn't show how every day without your choice slowly silenced my own voice. I watched you hesitate and stall, while loving you cost me it all. I mistook waiting for devotion and your distance for deep emotion. I waited long while you decided who to be. I built my life around you, maybe you never built around me. I stayed ready, stayed open, stayed strong. You stayed unsure all along. I waited alone. You came to me when you felt lost, left when clarity showed its cost. I was your place to rest and breathe, never the place you planned to keep. I called your silence being scared, you called my love always there. I kept hoping love would grow, but love can't live where it's ignored. I waited alone, thinking patience meant something real. I gave you time, I gave you space, you gave me less each time I kneeled. You found answers walking away, I found pain learning to stay. I waited alone. Maybe love shouldn't feel like pause, like standing still while time moves on. Maybe the hardest kind of loss is loving someone who never arrives. I waited alone, and I won't do that again. Not because I didn't love you, but because I loved you then. I'll heal from open quietly, from being almost chosen. I waited alone, and that was the loneliest part. Some people don't leave, they just never decide to stay. Watch you hesitate again, like loving me was hard to say. You look for answers everywhere except my way. I stayed calm so you wouldn't leave, learned how to need less every day. I didn't know shrinking this much was the price I'd pay. You never pushed me away, you just never pulled me close. I was chosen last always, even when I was right there. You said you cared, but not enough to choose me without fear. I gave you certainty and trust, you gave me doubt to hold. I was chosen last always, and it made me feel disposable. You came to me when things fell apart, left when they felt okay. I was your safe in-between place, never the place you stayed. I kept believing effort mattered, that love would finally win. But you don't fight for something you never plan to keep. I confuse being patient with being ignored. I was chosen last always, like I was easy to replace. You love me only when it fit the shape of your days. I stayed loyal to what we were, you stayed loyal to escape. I was chosen last always, and I stayed anyway. Maybe love shouldn't feel like waiting, like proving you're enough. Maybe being kept me close but never close enough, like I was something you could almost love. I learned your mood, your silent days, adjusting myself in quiet ways. I was careful not to ask for more, afraid you'd walk right out the door. I lived between a yes and no, in all the places love won't grow. We were almost, but never, everything I hoped we'd be. I gave you all of me forever, you gave me uncertainty. I stay believing you decide, you stay just long enough to try. We were almost, but never. You said my name like it was safe, but never like you'd fight to stay. I was your calm, your in between, not the life you chose to lead. I waited for you to be sure, while slowly losing what was pure. I called it love, I called it fate, but love shouldn't hesitate. We were almost, but never, something solid, something true. I built a future in my head, you kept your options open too. You left without a final line, because you never crossed the line. We were almost, but never. Oh, maybe love isn't meant to beg away for someone to choose. Maybe the hardest kind of pain is loving someone who never moves. We were almost, but never, and that's what hurts the most. Not that I lost you in the end, but that I lived on almost. I'll heal from loving halfway back, from dreaming what you couldn't be. We were almost, but never, and that's the part that stays with me. Some love stories don't end, they just never begin. Save your name in my phone, like you might call when I'm alone. Every almost lives in my head, every word we never said. I tell myself I'm finally free, but freedom still looks like you to me. I'm trying to move ahead, but I sleep on things we left unsaid. I still save your name, like love didn't fade, it just changed its shape. I still feel the pain in quiet rooms and empty days. I act okay, but it's not the same. I still save your name. it's gone, but not your scent. Still stuck in moments we never meant. I laugh with friends, I live my life, but you still show up every night. It's crazy how goodbye can stay long after you walked away. They say deleting you helps me heal, but losing you still feels too real. I still save your name, like one missed call could change my fate. I still break the same every time your memory plays. I move on slow, I'm not ashamed. I still save your name. Maybe one day I'll let it go, erase the past I still hold close. But healing's not as clean as it seems. Sometimes love lives in between. I still save your name, not for you, for who I used to be. I still feel the ache of what we were and couldn't be. If forgetting you's the final stage, I'm not there yet. I still save your name. I still save your name. Some hearts don't break, they learn to ache. We talk forever in parked car, like the world couldn't find us there. Your laugh felt bigger than the dark, like nothing bad could ever happen to us. I memorized the way you breathe, as if that could make you stay with me. We didn't know what we were doing, but we loved like it was enough. We loved like it would last, like goodbye was a foreign word, like hearts don't crack, like time stands still, like love can never hurt. Now I replay our past, trying to make sense of us. We love like it would last, but love doesn't always. You said my name like it was safe, like I was home, like I was fate. I built my future in your eyes, ignored the cracks, believed the lies. I held on tight when Like someday we look back and laugh, still holding hands. Now all I have is aftermath and words I never got to say. We love like it would last. That's why it hurts this way. Some loves don't fade, they just stay unfinished.